Is fought for, one by McNeil, dribbles away, 1-on-2, and then tried to pass it over to Hickman, and that was a little too high, and Calhoun get away with that. So Calhoun coming into this game had a not so typical of a season last year, and they lose a decent senior class, and this year they practically have a JV roster. That's rebounded by Deja Carter, number 24. She's a 5'11 senior. And on the contrary, the Alton, they have a decently sized senior class. I count 7 on their rosters. So experienced team. That 3 ball is up and no good. Hit the front of the rim. That was rebounded by Callow, who's a sophomore. Calhoun has 3 starting sophomores. Junior, that's Ashley Presley, and then 1 senior on the team, Sophie Lorton, number 32. So pretty much a sophomore-laden team. Pass is into the paint, and that's rejected by Carter. Calhoun had a decent inbounds play right there, but Carter using her 5'11 frame to swat that shot. Nearly played 2 minutes into the first quarter. Alton has a 4-0 lead. Definitely an up-tempo feel to this game. And that is out of Lorton's hands, and that'll be Redbird basketball. Alton clearly applying some early pressure. And last year the Redbirds they went 9-17, but that was a losing record, but a substantial upgrade to what they've usually had over the years. Here's a steal by Lorton, and her layup is no good. Calhoun will get the ball out of bounds, but a good pressure by McNeil did not make it easy on Lorton to have that layup. So now another inbounds pass underneath. A bit of time and finally get it out there. Here's 3 ball up and no good from Presley, and that will stay here with Calhoun again. The Redbirds had a young team last year, and don't have some pieces. Some of those pieces from that team are on there that were coming back, and there's another block by Carter. The Redbirds have a potential to have a decent season this year for them. And that shot is up and no good. Rebound by Lorton, and that rims in. Calhoun on the board, now trail 4-2. Here's McNeil with the ball. Point guard is number 5, Alora Bowen. Favoring that left foot. And now head coach Tammy Talbert will call for a substitution. Neal's shot is no good. So Renee Ragland and Jeremiah Wallace will check in. Ragland's a 5'6" freshman, and Wallace is a 5'8" sophomore. First foul, and the first foul of the game for Alton.
Foul number 2, the Redbirds, Layla McNeil, the first person.
Schumann, one of the 8 sophomores on this Calhoun team, as she makes her first free throw. Calhoun, a member of the WIVC conference, and Schumann's second free throw was good as well, so now it's 5-4 in favor of Alton. Calhoun with a strong basketball tradition over these past 5 years, especially Schumann with an interception. Passes it down to Lorton, gets it off, and that shot is blocked by Ragland. Now inside to Emily Clowers, who's a sophomore. That shot is up and no good. Rimmed around, Clowers the rebound. That's no good again. Here's Alton on a 2-on-1. Shot is up and good from number 22, Krishana Hickman. have a travel violation. Ragland, who's wearing number 1, a freshman, she already looks like she could be an impact player. You could just tell by her noticeable athleticism. So keep an eye out on her. And now she has the ball up top in the backcourt. Now passes it off to Hickman. Will be taking over the point guard duties. Almost steps, and she does. A backcourt violation. She just looked like she just forgot where she was. That was an interesting lapse of concentration there. Here's Schumann, who's the point guard for the Warriors, now over the Flowers. Back inside the Schumann, and that's going to be a foul on McNeil, and that'll be her second. Played 3 minutes and 23 seconds, and McNeil, who's been arguably the best player so far for the Redbirds, now has 2 fouls. Schumann will go back to the line and makes her first free throw. She's now 3 for 3. And her second one is good again, and now it's 7-6. Alton, Calhoun coming back slowly but surely. McNeil still in the game, loses her dribble. It's taken away, stripped away by Lorton originally, but now it's won back by Alton at half court. Ragland pops, shoots, misses everything, and it'll be a foul. Not exactly sure who the referee is pointing at, but it looks like that's against Alton. And meanwhile, I can see that Bowens is having her right leg or ankle looks like being checked out by one of the trainers from Alton. And number 1, Ellie Pullman will check in for Carlisle, number 1. Schumann brings up the ball. Over to Lorton. Dribbles to her left, passes it off, and that shot is blocked. I believe that's the 4th block by Alton already. Really utilizing their size. There's a shot that's no good, rebounded by Wallace. Tip back to Jayla Fox, number 3. She puts up a shot. That's no good again. Gets her own miss. And two shots in a row. She couldn't hit the rim. Here's Schumann bringing the ball up. Fox adding pressure. That was an errant pass, but recovered by Calhoun, and now it's stolen away. Momentarily, here's Lorton in the corner, doubled off. And ultimately, she earns a foul. Nobody really had possession there for 5 seconds. Definitely a lot of aggression early on, and now we'll have a timeout called by Calhoun's head coach, Mark Hill, and a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 2:25 remaining in the first quarter. Alton leading Calhoun 7-6. Well, this is the girls basketball, if you don't know, that starts roughly a couple weeks early than what the boys basketball schedule does. Usually if you're looking at on the boys side of things with their schedules, they start the week of Thanksgiving, usually with Thanksgiving tournaments. And at RiverBender.com, we will have a lot of coverage on those multiple Thanksgiving tournaments in the coming weeks. And this is the Alton Lady Redbird tournament, which started tonight, I should say. And now we resume play. Lorton will be inbounding it from a awkward angle where she can't move around. She has to look for an open player, and that's partially stolen away, but then taken back by Calhoun, and then Fox will be whistled for a foul. She's not particularly happy about that. So that's now 5 fouls against Alton early on. They need 7 fouls for the bonus. We still haven't played a full 6 minutes, so this is very early on. We can see a lot of foul shots from Calhoun, and they've already shot in 4 from Schumann, who's made all 4 of them. But Alton being very aggressive on defense. They've gotten already a handful of steals and several near steal attempts, but Calhoun managed to get them back, and there's another foul. So Sophie Lorton will be going to the free throw line in an attempt to give the Warriors their first lead of the game. That was on Raglan, I believe they're calling that on. That's her first, and Lorton misses her first foul attempt. The shot is up and good, so now we have a tie game at 7-all. So 5 of Calhoun's 7 points have come via the free throw line, and Wallace nearly double dribbled, but got it off. Here's Raglan now over to Wallace. There's a shot up from Cheyenne Wilson. That's no good, but rebounded by Wallace, but she was whistled to be out of bounds. Her right foot was apparently on the line. And Calhoun will take over, and they'll look to take their first lead of the game. Alton's had several opportunities, and they definitely are crashing the glass well, but they haven't really been successful at getting their shots in. And that's another blocked shot, and they're going to call a push, and that's going to be against Calhoun. That's on Ashley Presley. So another blocked shot from Alton, and Calhoun was whistled for a foul. That's their second. 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Alton not afraid to, both teams really not afraid to go to their bench, but particularly Alton. They've already rotated in 9 different players. Here's a three-pointer, and that's no good from Hickman. And now we have no foul. It's going to just be whistled out of bounds, and it'll stay here. Clowers will come back in and give Lorton, the lone senior on Calhoun's team, a little breather. Here's a three-pointer from Raglan. That's up and good. The freshman already showing some athleticism and now some range. She gives Alton the lead back at 10-7 as we have under a minute to play in the first quarter, and that's nearly stolen away from Wallace and will be whistled for a foul, and that is the 7th on Alton. So that will send Schumann back to the line for a 1-and-1, and she's currently 4 for 4 thus far. So we've had an aggressive, both teams kind of showing an aggressive style of play, but not a whole lot of scoring so far, especially in play. And particularly for Calhoun, and Schumann makes her first free throw. That is up and good. Now 6 for 6 on the night. Now Calhoun trails 10-9. Here's Raglan bringing the ball up. Back to Raglan. Now over the Wilson, over to Wallace. Long, high arcing three-pointer is no good, but rebounded by Wilson. 35 seconds to go. Raglan, long two-pointer, and that is no good. Wallace initially had the rebound but couldn't keep it in play, and that now possession will go to Calhoun, and they have 29 seconds to get the lead right before the end of the first quarter. Cal out to inbound. Alton applying some pressure. And it's intercepted. Raglan gets it. Now over to Wilson, who shoots a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Wallace. Jumps up and get it, and she is fouled. That was actually Raglan, pardon me. jumps up, got the rebound, and tried to put it up in midair, but was fouled. That by Pullman. 19 seconds to go. Ragland will shoot 2. That first one is up and good. Waiting on her second attempt. That is up and good as well. So now she has 5 points. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Schumann bringing the ball up. Drives in. Nobody home there in the paint, and she gets an and one. There was, well, Cheyenne Wilson was guarding her, who is also a freshman for Alton. Schumann got by her, and there was no help defense in the paint. So Schumann, who has 8 points now, can tie it up with a free throw. And she misses. Now she's 6 for 7, missed her first free throw. Here's Ragland with the ball. 5 seconds to go. Wilson pump fakes, passes out back out to Ragland. They got to get it off. They do, and it's good. Good ball movement by Alton, and that was Krishana Hickman who beat the buzzer to end the first quarter and gives Alton a 14-11 lead as we head into the second quarter.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Alton leads over Calhoun as we start the second quarter. Possession arrow favors the Redbirds, and they'll start off with it. So far, Krishana Hickman leads the Redbirds in scoring with 6 points. Here's McNeil for a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Schumann, who's been Calhoun's best player with 8 points, and that's an interior pass to Sophie Lorton, who puts it up for 2 points, and now it's 14-13. Alton, they've led the entire game, they haven't been able to widen that margin. Here's a good pass inside, and that was missed. Pressure applied from Alton, and it pays off. Here's McNeil down low. Layup is good. Took a minute to rim in, but the Redbirds apply some pressure and get another steal. Now Layla McNeil has 5 points. There's a Lorton 15-footer is good. Now it's 16-15. Warriors haven't been able to get a lead yet. Here's Bowens back into the game. McNeil, another shot from that corner is no good, and that was rebounded by Jeremiah Wallace, and she is fouled and will shoot 2 shots. That's on Lorton, and that's her second foul. Immediate reaction, and it doesn't look like Coach Hillen will get a sub for her to bring her out. And, well, as I say that, now he looks like he is. And, yep, there it is right there. That's number 25, Ashley Presley, coming in. Wallace on her second attempt. High arcing shot, and that's good. Makes both for foul shots, and Alton has another 3-point lead, but it's kind of what the margin of the gap is right now. Alton will have either a 3-point or 1-point lead. Interior pass to Schumann, and Alton read that well, and that's another steal. Bowens over to McNeil, over to Wallace, open for a 3, no good. Rebounded by, that's Fox, and another rebound. That was no good again. Interior pass, and that is, it can't be kept in by Presley, and that's Alton basketball. Calhoun, their turnovers have been stockpiling pretty much throughout the contest thus far. They already have 12 fouls, 8 by Alton and 4 by Calhoun. Bowens tries a spin move, passes it inside. That shot is up and no good. That was Carter, I believe, and now the possession will stay with Alton. So the Redbirds definitely have some depth. Seen about 9 different faces thus far. Bowens kicks it over the wall inside the Carter. That's poked away. Here's McNeil. Fox with a shot. That's an air ball. But again, rebounded by Wallace. Drives inside. Layup is good. Nice athletic play from Wallace. Now they have a 5-point lead. And Calhoun, they are just getting outclassed when on the boards. Alton's has been able to get second and third chance opportunities. Haven't really been able to capitalize on most of them, and it looked like it was going to be a steal, but the pass was thrown behind both players, and that's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Alton basketball. Pardon me, now Deja Carter's checking in. Alton looking to make this a 3-possession game. Here's Bowens up top, slowing things down a bit now. Fox inside the Carter, now passes out to McNeil. Good passing, got the open shot. And Bowers is going to be whistled for an offensive foul. Looked like she leaned in a bit with her shoulder. And Ellie Pullman will be checking in for Emily Clowers. Alton in a 2-3 zone. 3-2 zone actually now. Schumann inside to Presley. Her shot is short. Rebounded by McNeil, who is looking to drive coast to coast, loses the ball, gets it back, dribbles back out to Bowers, and now they will call a play. Skip pass over to Fox, who will be whistled for traveling. Ragland will check back in. We made a really good impact in the final stage of the first quarter. She'll check in for Fox. Schumann passes over to Pullman, whose 3-pointer is no good. And who's that going off? And it will go to Alton. I might be mistaken, but that might be the first 3-point attempt that Calhoun has attempted thus far. They may need more of those. Pass inside the Carter. Shot no good. Rebounded by Wallace, and wild shot, but there's a reason why, because she was pushed and will attempt two foul shots. The Redbirds doing a good job of pounding the ball inside, and they've had sometimes some questionable decision making with their passing, but their precision is quick, which is always important. If you pass the ball quickly, then just about any defense won't be able to catch up with it. And she missed her first shot and made her second. Redbirds now lead 21-15. And Wallace now has 5 as well as Raglan and McNeil. All 3 have 5 points and lead 21-15. Interior pass to Presley, back out. And that was an errant pass from Schumann, and Bowen skips it out to Wallace, who keeps it in play. Here's Raglan up top. Over to Wallace, who doesn't think twice about shooting, and it's off again, but another rebound to McNeil. Here's Bowens, fakes a shot, and now the Redbirds will reset. Inside to Carter, nearly deflected. Shot up from Raglan is no good, and possession will stay with Alton. Calhoun just kind of pinned in their own area right now, having a hard time getting rebounds. Alton clearly the faster team on the floor. Getting to almost every loose ball inside to Carter, and that's nice play from Alton. And now they lead 23-15. And this is their biggest lead of the game. Applying the pressure, Pullman out top to inside the Clowers. Pullman, an open shot, couldn't make it. There's Schumann about 10 feet away and makes the shot. She now has 10 points in the game and leads all scorers. Bowen's a 5'4" senior point guard. Over to Raglan, now to McNeil. That's where she likes to shoot it. On that left-hand side, a rebound by Carter. Might have gone over the back. And Calhoun is whistled for a foul. And there was a foul on that play by Schumann, and she now has 2 fouls. It is a little late in the first half, though. And so far, she's shown to be an integral part of the team. So take her out. I'm not sure what would really happen if you're Calhoun. And she deflects a pass out of bounds, and we'll just restart. And Presley will enter for Schumann. So Mark Hillen not taking any chances with those 2 fouls. Raglan, an uncontested shot. That's an air ball. Rebounded by Calhoun. That's Pullman. Now over to Presley, being heavily guarded by Raglan. Spin move, loses control. Picked up, and that was picked up by Callow, and Alton will be whistled for a foul, and that means Callow will be going to the free throw line shooting 2 shots. Foul was on Bowens, and that's her second. 1:57 to play in the first half. Alton has managed to expand their lead, but Calhoun not going away just yet. The Redbirds have been really aggressive, and because of that, that's led to 10 fouls. Callow's first shot is no good. Their second is up and a little too strong. Rebounded by McNeil, who wisely holds up and gives Bowens the basketball so they can set up. Raglan over to Wallace. Back to Bowens in the corner. Now works her way inside. Nice pass to Carter, whose shot is up and good. Good decision from Bowens to find Carter, who's the tallest player on the court. Alton now leads 25-17. Calhoun looks inside, and that is another blocked shot from McNeil. That was on Presley, who is now inbounding underneath. Looking. He's a shot up, and that is good by Callow. About a 17-foot shot. 25-19. Calhoun now trails. Alton hasn't really taken much of their time to look for a shot. Their ball movement's been really good. Here's Ragland for a long three-pointer. That's too strong, and that's going to be an over-the-back call on McNeil, and that's her third. 51.7 seconds and not left, and not only that, Calhoun's going to shoot 2 free throws. McNeil has probably been Alton's best defensive player up to this point. Here's Ellie Pullman, sophomore guard. Her first shot is no good. Calhoun's free throw shooting has really kept them in this game. She makes it that time. Now Alton could go 2 for 1 here, hold for a last-second shot. Doesn't look like they will, though, because they're passing it around already. Well, now they will take a bit of time. Here's Bowens up top. 20 seconds has elapsed since they've had possession. Redbirds just kicking the ball around. Here's Ragland now back to Bowens. Under 20 seconds to play in the second quarter. Now here's Wallace, back to Bowens. Over to Wilson in the corner. Bowens drives, floater is up and good, and she will get another free throw shot as that was an and one. Exactly what Alton was hoping for. Drain the clock and get a basket. 4 seconds to go. That was Bowens' first points of the game, by the way. Her foul shot is up, no good. Pullman with the rebound, and we got a whistle, and she's going to be called for traveling. So now Alton has 1.7 seconds to get a shot up, and they definitely can. They have enough time. Ragland from the corner. Wallace, she'll have to put that up. High arcing shot is off the backboard and no good. So Alton will take a 27-20 lead as we head into halftime. Up-tempo style of game definitely forced upon them. And we will be back in just about 10 minutes to start the second half between the Alton Redbirds and the Calhoun Warriors. You're listening to RiverBender.com on a Tuesday night here in Godfrey.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution. Countryside Builders, it's a great day to build with Countryside. Madewell Inspections, your home doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be made well.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Sure you had Madewell home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Experience, service, and quality since 1979. For over 30 years, we have specialized in residential, agricultural, and commercial post-frame construction. We are committed to delivering time-tested designs, proven construction methods, and the highest quality material available. Our craftsmanship is unmatched, continuing to raise the standard in our evolving industry. We pride ourselves on providing quality-built buildings, competitive pricing, and the comfort of a local, experienced contractor. We are ready to help bring your project to life. Visit us online at buildwithcountryside.com.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Show you that Madewell home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution. Countryside Builders, it's a great day to build with Countryside. Madewell Inspections, your home doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be made well.
Experience, service, and quality since 1979. For over 30 years, we have specialized in residential, agricultural, and commercial post-frame construction. We are committed to delivering time-tested designs, proven construction methods, and the highest quality material available. Our craftsmanship is unmatched, continuing to raise the standard in our evolving industry. We pride ourselves on providing quality-built buildings, competitive pricing, and the comfort of a local, experienced contractor. We are ready to help bring your project to life. Visit us online at buildwithcountryside.com.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5880.
We begin the second half with possession favoring the Calhoun Lady Warriors as they trail Alton 27-20 here in the first game of the Alton Lady Redbirds Thanksgiving tournament. Calhoun's leading scorer so far, thus far, is, or in the leading scorer in the entire game is Colin Schumann, who has 10 points, and that was a steal by the Redbirds, and now they have possession. Bowens looks inside to Deja Carter, and that's knocked away. Here's Sophie Lorton. Layup is good, and now the Lady Warriors trail 27-22, and Lorton runs all the way back, nearly gets a steal, and that is eventually taken away, or gathered by Ashley Presley, number 25, and Alton will be whistled for a foul. So good hustle by the Warriors, in particular Lorton, who after the layup just kind of sprinted back all the way to into the paint. Here's Schumann. Over to Cowlow now. Lorton gets by. but then it's knocked away. Ragland, but now it's stolen away from Schumann and then fouled from behind by Carter, I believe. Or pardon me, Wallace. So that's 2 quick fouls by Alton in 52 seconds. Alton, at times in this game, seems like they've really overwhelmed Calhoun, but they've had numerous just mistakes on their own and have taken quick shots and haven't been able to. Well, they've gotten rebounds as well. That's part of the overwhelming part of it, but they haven't been able to capitalize on their second and third chances. They still lead by 5 points, though. Here's Bowens out top, drives, kicks to Ragland, who has 5 points. She's a 5'6" freshman for Alton, who looks really promising thus far. Here's Bowens, an open shot from about 19 feet away, and Calhoun just let that go out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Number 2, field 22, onto the court for the Red.
Couple substitutions for Alton. Wallace and Ragland will leave. McNeil and Kiaiva Young will check back in. Lorton gathers the rebound that was tipped to her from Carter, and she scores. And now Calhoun trail 27-24. Lorton has come out strong thus far, scoring 4 points in the early going of the second half, and she has 4. Young with an open shot. I think that was short, and that goes off of Hickman. Calhoun, a 3-pointer, will tie it for them. Now Alton will apply some pressure. Calhoun breaks it, and that shot is up and good by Ashley Presley. And now Alton's lead, which was at 7 points to start the second half, is now down to 1, and this is a 6-0 run by Calhoun, and McNeil was fouled. That pass before her almost went out of bounds. It looked like it's just kind of a frustration pass from Bowens. However, Alton earns a trip to the free throw line, but that's a big foul because that's on Schumann. That's her 3rd foul. She has 10 points. And that will mean she'll have to get some bench time, as we have a new player in the game. That's Hope Wilshetz. Enters for the Warriors. I believe that's her first time in the game. McNeil misses both free throws, though, so ended up not being a terrible foul. Presley's quick 3-pointer from her. That's no good. That was short. McNeil with the rebound. She drives all the way to the basket and nearly falls down and scores. So rebound and a basket for McNeil. She has 7 points, and now another steal from Alton. Layup is good by number 22, Krishana Hickman. So 4 quick points for the Redbirds, and they have their 2-possession lead back, leading 31-26. Here's Lorton at the top of the point. Good pass into Callow. That shot was no good. Here's Bowens. She'll reset at the top of the point over the Hickman. Hickman, open shot, doesn't take it. She'll pass it back out to Bowen, who launches a 3. That nearly went in and out. Lorton 2-on-2. She'll shoot from about 14 feet, and that was airballed. Rebounded by McNeil. Here's Bowens looking for Hickman, who's open. And now we'll slow things down for just a little bit. Bowens looks for Young inside to Carter. That was a little too high, and that's intercepted by Calhoun. Lorton now taking over point guard duties. Here's Clowers. That's deflected away from Carter into the hands of Hickman. Dribble into the corner. Wants it back. She'll shoot. That's a three. That's no good. Follows her shot. Got it back, but will be whistled for a foul. I think that's on her. And yes, it was against Alton, and that'll be Calhoun basketball. Number 15, Danita Smith will check in. She's a 5'7" junior. Played 5 minutes in this third quarter. It's been mainly Calhoun. They had a good 6-0 start, but then Alton got 4 straight points, but that's a three-pointer made by Wilschetz. That's Calhoun's first made three-point attempt of the game, and now they trail 31-29. The Warriors not going away. Bowens inside to Young, now inside to Smith. They'll go back out again and reset. Bowens passes to the corner. Now here's McNeil, an open shot. That's up and good. That's McNeil's 9th point of the game and now leads all Redbird scores in that department. Here's Schumann back into the game over the Wilschetz. Passes up a three, back to Lorton out top. Looks inside, passes. Back out to Callowell, whose shot is up, no good. Nobody went for the rebound for Alton. Another shot that's no good. Here's Bowens, 1-on-2, and she probably wisely decides not to go up and will reset to run a play as we are under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Not a whole lot of stoppages. This quarter's just kind of flown by. Bowens is open. Looks inside for Smith. Picked up by Young. Passes back out. Now McNeil. Shot is up. No good from the corner. She likes to shoot those. Now here's Schumann bringing the ball up. Lorton in the key. Passes out. That's stolen by McNeil. Going in for a easy layup and scores. That's her 6th. She scored 6 points in this quarter now, McNeil. Alton's lead back up to 6. Lorton. And that will still stay with Calhoun. Bit of a 50-50 call. Couple of substitutions from both teams. Dangerous pass, and that's batted away out of bounds by Young, and it will stay here with Calhoun again. Lorton looking to inbound it. She finally does to Callowell, who's trapped in the corner now inside the Pullman, who just kind of lobs the pass up. Here's Wilschetz, shoots, and it rolls in off the backboard and rolled around the rim a couple times. So Hope Wilschetz all of a sudden has scored 5 points in the third quarter when they've really needed it. Alton will hold for the last shot, under 10 seconds to go. Bowens over the Hickman. Puts up a shot. That is no good, and that hit off one of the a pole holding the basket up, and Calhoun will have possession with 2.8 seconds to go. Lorton will get off a shot from half court, and that's no good. I don't think that would have counted had it gone in. Regardless, Calhoun, they have a productive third quarter and outplay Alton, and they trimmed the deficit, which at one point was 8 points and now down to 4 at 35-31.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Experience, service, and quality since 1979. For over 30 years, we have specialized in residential, agricultural, and commercial post-frame construction. We are committed to delivering time-tested designs, proven construction methods, and the highest quality material available. Our craftsmanship is unmatched, continuing to raise the standard in our evolving industry. We pride ourselves on providing quality-built buildings, competitive pricing, and the comfort of a local, experienced contractor. We are ready to help bring your project to life. Visit us online at buildwithcountryside.com.
Welcome back to Alton High School in Godfrey, where we have an interesting ball game. It's been close the entire way. Alton leads Calhoun. The Lady Warriors, with an enrollment of officially 126, are trailing the Alton Lady Redbirds by 4. Alton inside. That shot is up and no good from Hickman, rebounded by Carter, who puts it up and scores that time. That's Carter's 6th points of the game. Calhoun hanging around. There's Schumann, and she scores on an uncontested layup. Good set play by the Lady Warriors. That's her first points of the second half. She now has 12, leading all scorers. Here's Hickman pointing out a play. McNeil over to Bowens, back over to Hickman. Now back out to Bowens. Long pass over to McNeil, who spots for a 3. That's no good, but a rebound, which is put up and in by, I believe that is Danita Smith. Once again, Alton just doing a good job of crashing the boards and frankly outplaying Calhoun in that department. That's a 3-pointer scored by Schumann. And Calhoun trails by 3, 39-36. That's the Lady Warriors' second 3-pointer made in the half. Nice move by Smith to get by her defender, and she scores. Both offenses have been active. Pass inside, now back out to Lorton, whose shot is just too much. One thing that's noticeable is that we've only had 4 fouls thus far total so far in the second half, and that's a errant pass that's picked up by Lorton. She'll go up for the layup, and that's good. Lorton has made a big impact in this second half. She had 2 points coming into it, now has 7 and 9 total. Bowens over to Hickman. Will survey the area. McNeil dribbles inside. Short shot is up and good, and that'll be an and one. McNeil just drove to the basket, got by her defender, and put up about a 5-foot shot, and that managed to fall in, and while she had to take some contact. McNeil has probably been Alton's best player, even though she does, not only does she lead them in the scoring department with 13 points, but she's been a big force defensively, creating numerous turnovers and getting rebounds as well, both offense and defensively. Clark hasn't started. Now it does. The clock didn't start momentarily. We're approaching the 5-minute mark in the game. Here's Clowers Now Lorton spots up for a three. That is no good, but she was fouled, and she will shoot 3 shots. That's a big foul right there. Something that will drive every coach crazy, fouling somebody on a 3-point attempt. This is the first game of the season for both teams, so not everybody is going to be 100% disciplined. And as we've seen throughout the game, not everybody's going to have their, be crisp with their passes as well. Be a little too fast. Lorton's missed her first 2 free throws.
Number 3, Jayla Fox.
And Jayla Fox will check back in. She replaces Hickman. 4:58 to go in the game. Lorton makes her 3rd attempt. And Calhoun, once again, they trail by 3. This is usually where Alton will have a response. McNeil loses the possession, gets it back, but is tied up, and the ball will go to Calhoun. The Warriors haven't led for the entire game, but they have tied it at 1 point. That was a risky pass to Lorton, but they'll call a reach-in foul on Fox. That's now the 5th total foul on Alton. Lorton will eventually inbound the ball to Schumann, being guarded by McNeil. There's Clowers inside the Schumann. There it is, and that's open good. Calhoun now trail 43-42, but can they get a stop right here? And we'll have a moment to think about it as Tammy Talbert calls a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
30-second timeout.
So 4:42 to go in the game. Calhoun has definitely come out as the better team in the second half, which has really mattered. Especially if you want to start out slow, then you might as well get some of your mistakes out of the way and play better in the second half. Alton, for the most part, they've struggled hitting their shots, but have really benefited from some steals that have led to easy baskets. And at times they've made some good passes to get the ball inside to get some layups. But they've had trouble shooting the outside shot. Here's Smith, shot up no good, gets a rebound, passes it back out to Fox, and then gets it to Bowens, who resets, picks up her dribble, now back over to Fox. Looks inside, dangerous pass to McNeil. Bowens will spot up for a 3-pointer, that's no good, but a rebound by Smith, it's put up and in. Once again, that was a second chance opportunity right there for Alton. At times that's been their best play call, just shoot a shot, miss it, then get an offensive board and put it back up and in for a layup. And Lorton is fouled again shooting. She'll have 2 shots this time though. Well, they're not going to call that a shooting foul. I thought that was a shooting foul, but anyway, the Warriors will inbound from the baseline with 3:36 to go in the game. Inbounds to Clowers, and her shot is up and no good, rebounded, and that is blocked by McNeil. Calla had the rebound, but again, that was another block shot by McNeil, who's been a force in the paint. Flowers is open. Pass it back to Lorton, who drives in. Shot is up, no good, too much, gets her miss, and that is good. 45-44, Alton leads. They're just hanging on. There's Jeremiah Wallace, who passes over to Renee Ragland, whose three is no good, but rebounded by Wallace. Picked up by Smith. Rebounded again by Wallace. Back over to Ragland. Now back out to Bowens, who passes back to Ragland again on the wing. Under 3 minutes to play. Alton being a little patient here. They run a play inside to Smith, whose mid-range shot is up and good. Danita Smith has been a huge plus for the Redbirds, especially in this fourth quarter. She scored 6 points, all 8 coming in the second half, and Calhoun calls a full timeout. We'll take one too. 2:29 to play. Alton on top of Calhoun, 47-44.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Calhoun with the basketball, trailing 47-44 with 2:29 to play. They've been struggling all game long to get back, but have fought hard to stay close. Their biggest lead deficit has been 8, and now back to 1. That was Emily Clowers with the layup. Her first points of the game, comes at a big time. 2:15 to go. Alton haven't necessarily played pretty basketball the entire game, but they've always managed to find a way to hold off Calhoun, and we have a jump ball, but the possession arrow favors Alton, so it'll stay here. 2:02 left in the game. Wallace will inbound underneath the basket. There's Anita. That's Smith. Danita Smith again. She now has 10 points and just been a huge impact, and now has 10 points, and that's stolen away from McNeil from Schumann. Layup is good. Within seconds, Alton has a 5-point lead. Lorton's shot is up and no good. They have an outlet. That was Wallace, but I don't think they could find her there. Under a minute and a half to play now. Calhoun's going to have to foul, but not before Alton call a timeout. That's another full timeout. And we will take a timeout as well. 1:24 to play. Alton leads 41-46.
Experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer. We want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
to RiverBender.com. Welcome back to RiverBender.com. We have a good one for you right now. 1:24 to play. Alton leading Calhoun 41-46. The Warriors are going to have the foul. Pass didn't go according to plan, but Alton were able to get it back with Bowens. Calhoun's going to have to play very aggressive here, and they're going to have the foul. And that's what they do. They gang up on Bowens, eventually a triple team. That's Calhoun's third foul in the second half. They have some fouls to give, so Alton's plan, it looks like, what they were trying to do there is just dribble out and force Calhoun to foul them. And maybe if they can, catch them sleeping in the front court and get a layup. But that's knocked away by Lorton. Races. Both teams dive on the floor. That's recovered by Calhoun, and Matt Hillen's got to, Mark Hilton, is going to call a timeout. That'll be a 30-second one. Great athletic play by Lorton to bat the ball away and then dive on the floor. So instead of having the foul, the Warriors will now have possession, down by 5 with 66 seconds to play in the game. Well, we've seen multiple times in the second half that coming out of a timeout, Calhoun has scored just about every time. They usually drop a good play. And that's what Coach Hillen intends to do. Lorton will inbound. Clowers, Wilshetz, Cowlow, and Schumann on the court for Calhoun. McNeil, Bowens, Wallace, Ragland, and Smith for Alton. Lorton looking, finally gets it into Clowers, gets it underneath. Calhoun had to rush it, and Wilshetz was not able to score. In a contested defense, here's Bowens looking for Wallace. Now out to McNeil, back to Bowens. And Lorton will eventually foul Bowens with 48.7 seconds to play. Calhoun now needs 3 more fouls to get Alton to the free throw line. Deja Carter will check back in. And now we have a 1-minute timeout by Alton once again. And we will go to commercial break. We'll be back.
Inspected.
I did.
Sure, you made home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-58.
McNeil, who is fouled, I believe that was Schumann. And that's the 5th foul on Calhoun. That's the 4th on Schumann, so she cannot foul again. Lorton the guard to inbounds. Schumann's on McNeil. She knows she can't foul, and Wilshetz will foul instead, so that's foul number